Hey, this is Jamie from Capsule Computers, and today we are reviewing The Long Journey Home. This space RPG is available now for Windows. At the time of the recording of this video, the game is on Steam for $39.99 US. The Long Journey Home tells the tale of four astronauts stranded on the other side of the universe who are trying to get home. Because the game is similar to a roguelike with random generation, permadeath, and multiple replays, the storytelling isn't really a directed experience. Instead, the focus is on a rich universe to explore. The world is packed with unique alien races and interesting events that players will need to navigate. The human crew members are just as unique as the alien races, chatting with each other and offering players suggestions on what to do. I did notice, however, that the crew does exhibit a little more individual personalities compared to the aliens, who individually feel a little more like just exaggerated stereotypes of the races for the most part. Because the game lacks a true directed story, the pacing of the game is not always as fine-tuned as it could be. This is a game for a person who really appreciates a rich world versus a story that holds you at the edge of your seat at all times. The ship and planetary lander mechanics channel arcade games new and old with a dash of physics for good measure. The planetary lander is probably the weakest of the bunch, as it essentially is a modernized version of Lunar Lander and feels the most repetitive due to the micromanaging nature of its piloting style. Some of the randomly generated planets are really annoying at times, plopping high mountains right in the path of the spawn trajectory and guaranteeing some serious hull damage. On the other hand, I think the planetary travel system is the Long Journey Home's vehicle mechanics at its best. It's a game of skill and efficiency that rewards players for using as little fuel as possible and relying on gravitational fields of existing planetary objects to save a few extra drops. The survival RPG mechanics is probably what makes The Long Journey Home hard to recommend for everyone. Every action eats up precious resources and causes negative status effects, and every little player error compounds the effect further. The game isn't so much a matter of keeping everyone and everything up in tip-top shape, it's patching up the worst of the worst by whatever means necessary so you can just limp along a little further and stave off the inevitable just a bit longer. The Long Journey Home's audiovisual presentation is excellent. The art style has a great cartoony look that adds a little lightness to a really somber and grim game. Each alien species has a unique design to them that makes them really easy to differentiate. The sound effects are solid. The soundtrack is one of the game's strongest aspects. Even at its tensest moments, there's a certain sense of restrained somberness to the music. I think the soundtrack does a fantastic job for setting the tone for a game where desperation and impending doom is creeping ever so closer. The Long Journey Home isn't for everyone. Its roguelike style means it's a game about world exploration, but to do so, players will need a certain level of tenacity and a touch of masochism to really appreciate the full wonder and depth of the universe. I'm giving the game 7 capsules out of 10. If you want to read our full review, be sure to check out the link in the description or in the video's card. I hope to see you soon. This is Jamie from Capsule Computers signing off. Hey YouTube, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and subscribe to Capsule Computers for more awesome videos. If you're looking for more videos to watch, why don't you check our review of Rising Storm 2 Vietnam here on the left. And if you're looking for another world to explore, why don't you go underwater and check out our review of Deluvion here on the right.